Are men really abandoning dating? A question that's been making the rounds lately. A provocative query indeed, and one that certainly merits a deeper look. It's a topic that has sparked debates, discussions, and even research. Numerous surveys and studies have been conducted, each attempting to shed light on this intriguing phenomenon. The results, as you might imagine, are quite fascinating. So, why is this topic worth exploring? Well, it's all about understanding the changes in our society. It's time to dive into the evidence and unravel the truth behind this societal shift. To understand this phenomenon, we first need to take a look at the current dating landscape. We've come a long way from the days when courtship was a formal chaperoned affair, to a time where swiping right on a picture can lead to a potential match. This evolution of dating practices has resulted in a whole new world of possibilities, but it has also brought with it a new set of challenges. In the past, dating was a straightforward process, albeit with its own set of societal norms and expectations. Today, the dating game has been revolutionized by technology, with online dating taking center stage. This has made finding a date as easy as a few taps on a screen, but it has also made the process impersonal and, to some extent, transactional. Online dating, for all its convenience, has opened up a world where rejection is just a swipe away, and where the pressure to present a perfect version of oneself is immense. This pressure can be especially daunting for men, who often face societal expectations to be the initiators, to be charming and confident, and to always have the right thing to say. In addition to the pressures of online dating, societal norms and expectations around dating and relationships have also evolved. Men are often expected to be the primary earners in a relationship, a pressure that has only increased with the rise of dual-income households. In fact, a recent study found that the fear of not being able to provide financially is one of the top reasons why men are hesitant to enter into a relationship. Furthermore, the traditional roles of men and women in relationships have been challenged and reshaped by the feminist movement. This shift, while undeniably positive, has also led to confusion and uncertainty for some men who are unsure of their role in a relationship. With these factors at play, it's not surprising that some men are choosing to step back from dating. But what do the numbers say? Are men really abandoning dating? Let's dive into some surveys and studies that have been conducted over the years to get a clearer picture. First, let's look at a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center. They found that nearly 3 in 10 men in the United States reported that they are not interested in being in a committed relationship. That's a significant increase compared to 5 years ago. When asked why, the most common reason they cited was needing to focus on their careers. Next, let's consider a study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family. This research found that there's a growing trend of men choosing to stay single. The primary reason? They're investing their time in personal growth and self-improvement. They're choosing to hit the gym, read more books, and learn new skills instead of swiping right on dating apps. Another relevant study comes from the University of Chicago. Their research showed a significant rise in men who are dissatisfied with the dating scene. They cited reasons such as the perceived lack of genuine connection, the financial burden, and the emotional drain of modern dating. And let's not forget about the survey conducted by the National Bureau of Economic Research. Their findings indicated that men are increasingly prioritizing financial stability and personal freedom over romantic relationships. They're choosing to delay dating until they've established their careers and achieved a certain level of financial security. But it's not just about career and personal growth. Some men are simply choosing to live a more minimalist lifestyle, and dating doesn't necessarily fit into that picture. A survey by the Simple Living Institute found that a growing number of men are embracing minimalism, and for many this includes minimizing their romantic relationships. These numbers paint a vivid picture of men's changing attitudes towards dating. It seems that, for many men, dating is no longer a top priority. Instead, they're choosing to focus on other aspects of their lives, whether it's their careers, personal growth, or even embracing a more minimalist lifestyle. These shifts in dating behavior have far-reaching implications for society. When men choose to abandon dating, it doesn't just affect them on a personal level. It ripples through the fabric of our communities, altering societal norms and expectations. Let's start with marriage rates. Traditionally, dating has been the pathway to marriage, but if more men are choosing to step off this path, it's likely we'll see a decline in marriage rates. This isn't just speculation. In fact, marriage rates have been dropping for decades in many parts of the world, and while there are many factors at play, the growing disinterest in dating among men, could certainly be contributing to this trend. A decline in marriage rates isn't the only societal change we may face. Family dynamics could also shift dramatically. Fewer marriages often mean fewer children, which could lead to smaller families and a potential population decline. This could have serious implications for everything from school enrollment to the workforce and even the economy. And then there's the shift in gender roles. For generations, men have been expected to be the initiators in dating, to pursue women, and to ultimately propose marriage. But if men are opting out of this traditional role, it could lead to a reevaluation of these expectations. Women may find themselves taking on the role of the pursuer more often, which could challenge long-held gender norms and stereotypes. Of course, it's important to note that these are just potential outcomes. The reality is that societal change is complex and it's influenced by a multitude of factors. But it's undeniable that changes in dating behavior can and do impact society in profound ways. So what does all this mean? Well, it means that the decisions we make in our personal lives, like choosing whether or not to date, don't just affect us. They have the power to shape our society, to redefine norms and expectations, and to influence the course of future generations. It's clear that this trend is reshaping our society in significant ways. So, what does the future hold for dating? It's an intriguing question, one that's been at the forefront of our minds as we've navigated this complex landscape. With changes on the horizon, it's only natural that we ponder what tomorrow brings. In the face of fluctuating societal norms and expectations, one emerging trend is a greater emphasis on self-fulfillment. As more and more individuals are choosing to prioritize personal growth and happiness, the traditional concepts of dating and relationships are evolving. People are now more inclined to seek out partners who complement their life journey, rather than someone who simply fits a predefined role. It's less about finding the one and more about finding the one who accentuates your own individuality and helps nurture your personal development. As we move forward, we're also seeing a shift in societal expectations. The rigid molds of yesteryears, the must marry, must have children, must settle down norms, are slowly but surely being chipped away. Instead, the narrative is shifting towards a more inclusive and diverse understanding of relationships. This might mean an increase in non-traditional relationships like polyamory, or a surge in long-distance relationships as technology continues to bridge geographical gaps. Speaking of technology, it's hard to discuss the future of dating without acknowledging its impact. With the rise of virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and advanced algorithms, the way we meet and connect with potential partners is bound to undergo a transformation. We might see more personalized dating experiences, ones that cater to our specific preferences and needs. But the truth is, while we can speculate and draw conclusions from the current trends, it's impossible to predict the future accurately. The landscape of dating is as fluid as the people navigating it, constantly evolving with societal shifts and technological advancements. What we can say, however, is that the future holds the potential for a more individualistic, inclusive, and technologically advanced dating scene. Only time will tell how these shifts will ultimately reshape the world of dating. So, are men abandoning dating? The answer isn't as straightforward as it might seem. We've explored the dating landscape, and it's clear that it's a complex terrain filled with a variety of experiences, perspectives, and choices. We dived into various surveys and studies, which reveal a spectrum of attitudes towards dating among men. Yes, there are those who have chosen to step back from the traditional dating scene, but it's far from an all-encompassing trend. To say that all men are abandoning dating would be an oversimplification and frankly a misrepresentation. The reality is each individual's approach to dating is influenced by a myriad of factors: personal experiences, societal expectations, personal goals, and even the evolving nature of technology. We've also discussed the impact this trend could have on society. It's important to understand that shifts in dating habits and attitudes can have far-reaching implications, affecting not just individuals but communities and societal structures as a whole. Looking towards the future, it's clear that the world of dating is in flux. It's evolving, transforming, and adapting to the changing times. But amidst all this change, one thing remains constant: the inherent human desire for connection and companionship. So, while we may see shifts in how, when, and why people date, the fundamental longing for connection persists. While the world of dating is undoubtedly changing, it's clear that the desire for connection and companionship remains a fundamental part of the human experience.